What's up, friends, fans, and supporters? Y'all know me. My name is Terry McMoore. I'm sitting here in the studio doing something that I've been meaning to get to for the last 40 years. Yes, I created my page called Terry McMoore Presents Music, Memoirs, and Movement. If you're on this page, you already know about the name. You already joined it, and you want to know why. Well, this is a page where I am going to lay out my over 40 years in the music business and my legacy. Over the last 40 years and stuff, I've had a good life, but I haven't really had a chance to lay out my legacy. I left home in 1982 when hip-hop was just jumping off. I joined the military representing my country, to make something out of myself. Meanwhile, my homeboys in the Sweet Slick and Slide crew, out of Jersey City, my homeboys and stuff, that I knew in the Flavor Unit in Newark, New Jersey. They was jumping off, and Hackensack, the Breakout Brothers, along with so many other crews that I had a chance to work with. If I name too many and I leave them out, either in New York or New Jersey, they're gonna be mad. But anyway, those crews that I named, they were my foundation. So they were creating history while I was representing my country. I was being a young husband, raising my children, and working in my community or going to work every day and stuff, trying to live the American dream. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I put on hold my goals and my endeavors and things that I wanted to achieve in my life. Now, I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not making no excuses. I'm just here to let you know that if you have a dream, you can always live that dream and stuff later on in life after you take care of the other things you want to, or if something should happen to come and interrupt that dream. And that's what this page is about. Terry McMoore Presents Music, Memoirs, and Movement. It is my legacy, and it's about my life. It's about my music history. It's about the things that I went through. Okay? My wife is doing her thing. I love her, but I helped her get through her military career. And now we're getting ready to wrap up her becoming a nurse practitioner so she can have her own practice, see her patients. Wonderful woman. I love her. Always been there for me. But she's covered. My kids either have music careers, jobs, or they have going on to college, and they're done. Okay? So they done got all my money. Okay? And, doing their thing, all right? Then I worked in the community as a civil rights activist, fought a lot of civil rights cases, won a lot of civil rights cases for people, got a lot of people out of jail, you know who you are, okay? Got justice, plain and simple, just got justice. Don't regret doing none of that. It just took up most of the time in my life to do stuff for myself, and that's where we are at right now. I finally got the time to take care of things for me. I'm back in the studio. Shout out to the Record Stop Studio in Laverne, Tennessee here. My man Sean Giovanni, I work with him. He really pushed the old dude like me who hadn't been in the studio in over 20 years. But he pushed me from my gut. When I got home that night, I tell you, I slept like a baby. But I felt good. I felt accomplished. And we pecking away at these songs slowly but surely. Next up, videos. Speaking of videos, y'all check out my man CP Videos. I call him all the time, ask him all kind of questions. He like, what this old man asking me all these questions for? Well, where I come from, you lay the foundation out, okay? And then you get your budget, you get your money, and then you go in and you attack the project, okay? A lot of people today, they don't do that. They just throw the money at it and expect something to happen, all right? But finally, we're going to get a chance to working with him, okay? So anyway, I'm back in the studio. I'm working on my music and stuff, and everything is coming out good and stuff. By the way, if I haven't called you in a while, and y'all know who y'all are, y'all been calling me, y'all been trying to get in touch with me, but you haven't been able to get in touch with me. A lot of y'all want me to sit down with you guys again and write songs and work on your projects and collaborate with you. But I can do that later. I purposely didn't answer the phone because I wanted to stay focused on what I was doing, and that was starting my legacy, writing my music, putting my thoughts and my experiences that I've had over these 40 years down on paper so that I can do my first album. You know, I mean, I've signed contracts. I've worked with people all over the world, and I just never really did a complete album, okay? So now is that time, and I'm asking you to support me, and I want you to be on the lookout for what's coming down the line with my music. And just, you know, take a scroll down my page and see some of the things that I've already posted, but it's a lot more to come. And album release party and such, you know. And I'm even going to see about collaborating with some of my homies back at home, but definitely here in the South, I definitely got to collaborate with some of the young talent they got here that have inspired me. They'll say I'm fucking up. Hold up. They'll say that I inspired them, but they have done the same thing to me. All right, these young brothers down here is hitting these streets. They grinding. You know, 100 magazine. You know, CP Video Partners in grind. All right, Alito, Moses Armstead. I don't want to name no more because if I leave somebody out, they're gonna get mad. But I do got to give a shout out to my crew, the Sweet Slick and Slide crew. All right, Piggy Banks, Rennie Riddler, my other crew. All right, my crew for life, Warm Prince Shabazz. All right, Stranger D, Poochie. All right, I hate to do that because if I leave somebody out, they're gonna get mad. All of y'all have inspired me. My boy Rob Frazier, definitely. I was over in Europe, and I was recording in the studio, and this big dude walked in and stuff. His name's Snap, and I was like, "You the nigga that stole my boy's song." And I had to tell you, he a big dude, but we cleared the studio that day. But I was young, all right. But anyway, I don't want to go into that because you don't steal my homeboy song, and just because you all the way over in Germany and stuff, don't expect me to say something. But yeah, I Got the Power was originally done by my homeboy Rob Frazier, stolen by Snap and the big record label and stuff. But you know, that's in the past. He's since gone on to bigger and better things. But I'm just really appreciative to my crew back at home because not often do you get to say that you are in your 50s, you're 54 years old, you're getting ready to record an album, and your whole crew is still a crew when you go home. They in their 50s and 60s, we still a crew. You know, my boy Fred Lassiter, you know, Peter Barnes. I mean, all them dudes I looked up to. Them is my OGs. Well, I'm about to show you what my OG taught me on this album. Okay? Again, I don't want to start dropping names today. I know I left somebody out and they feel hurt. But I love my family. I love what I've done all of these years. But now I'm about to do what I know and what I do best. But meanwhile, y'all drop by the page. Terry McMoore Presents Music, Memoirs, and Movement. Drop by there often to see about updates and other things that might go on there. I got my list here. I'm old, and I was always taught to make sure you have a list and make sure you don't leave nothing out. All right? But I'm about to create my legacy. I got to go. Thanks for dropping by. I love all of y'all. And it's about to be on, baby. All right? Peace. Oh, look at that. Terry McMoore Presents Music, Memoirs, and Movement. That's my sign. MM, baby. Peace. I got to go. I'm the only one operating the camera here today. My crew not here.